But as I was saying earlier on, the issue about funny face, baby mama, and the way we have forced her to go is just like my socks that I'm wearing. We are making abnormality normal. Look at my socks. It's abnormal for a man to dress like this and come out with two different colors of socks. And I wore this to come and demonstrate to you that when is wrong is wrong. When is right is right. Look, when people are practicing wrong things, and because you look at their personality and you want to believe that even though what they are doing is wrong, but because of who they are presidents, they are social media this, they are prayer hosts, they are what? The fact that is wrong. And even Councillor Lutot is practicing it. Wrong is wrong. If everybody is doing it, right is right, even if nobody has attempted to start doing it. So my issue is straightforward and it's clean that for Vanessa going with the children to go and visit Funnyface is one of the biggest errors in our times. And whoever encouraged her to go and do that has done a disservice to Funnyface, not to Vanessa. And Vanessa's statement and all the interviews she's granting and the magnitude of the interview is all to prove to people that I still love my funny face. I still want my funny face. Women, arise, because these things doesn't make sense. And today, like I said earlier, if you want to go through separation, it is not a sin. Don't let your prophet lie to you. Don't let your pastor lie to you. Don't let your sister lie to you. Your cousin who divorced and she's not happy today. It's not like you. Women, stop making yourself cheap commodity. Stop being useless. Stop being useless. Be useful. I feel hurt that such a beautiful girl will come out in public, not because of any good thing, but because of an insane young man whose attitude is causing her pain, and the family is quiet. The father comes to speak loosely for me. I think what the father is doing is rather destroying the destiny of the daughter whose spirit is in her hands. The father must begin to defend the daughter and stop behaving like it is your right, it is your left, it is my mugu. So look at you, Rosalie. Somebody is refusing to leave marriage. And the reason is that
the children.
The children.
Do you have messages you want me to read?
The children.
The children. The children is usually the number one.
What is your code?
Talks about.
The voting was done. One lady sent me a message. Evelyn, thank her. She voted
Evelyn,
more than 4 times.
Much. God bless you.
So if you don't win, we know people voted and you really win.
I'm so grateful, Evelyn. And so for the messages for today, let's start off with what Gloria Adoko says. Painful truth. Emmanuel Yeboah. Nana good. Sophia's nails and hair studio. Oi. Why are you advertising here? Please bring us money. Akosia Koma Papa be good. Nana Akosia, most women suffer for financial matters in matters of divorce. It's true, Counselor. I think
people do what?
Some of the women, because they are not financially stable, they also get stuck.
No, what do you call financial stability? Explain to me. Charlie, get a camera to her. She's a woman.
Come.
I want to understand what it means to be financially stable as a wife or a mother.
As a wife or a mother. Financially stable in the sense that if the man says he's not going to forfeit the bills of you leaving, maybe rent a place for you, you don't have anywhere. Your parents are, let's say, you're an orphan. You don't have friends to go to. Obviously, without money, it's going to be difficult for you to leave because you have to go and survive. So what you do, how do you leave? Just like that. Some of these women have been told by their husbands not to work. So they are not working. They don't have money. They don't have anything. So what's going to happen then?
Rosalie, the truth of the matter is this. And one, let's be truthful to ourselves. If a woman decides, let me do justice to my ginger because it's easy for people to come and steal. Thank you very much. Rosalie, your question I'm answering. When you say a woman is not financially stable, for that matter, she should, or I stand to be corrected.
I didn't say she should. I said it makes it difficult for some of them to.
Why is it difficult?
Because they are not financially stable.
Why?
Because they are not.
No, what do you call financial stability?
To be able.
You are a wife to me.
Yes.
And you come and marry me, Rosalie Felly. Look at the way I sitting down, sumptuously, graciously sweet. From your feet down to your nails, your nipples, your nose, your mouth, your hair, your number of earrings in your ears, your brazier, your panty, your boxer shorts. You don't even wear boxer shorts. Your underwear, your whatever. I'm only be keto. Rosalie Felly, before I married you, this is how you are. And in your In your quest to be a wife, I tell you, stop coming on TV. Because in fact, if you agree, you are a fool. You see what the problem is?
That's what the problem is.
So at the end of the day, if you are telling me that your father has taken you to school to do journalism, so Gabby is a director, she's all about this TV thing, then you are come to marry Gabby and say, I want to marry you, but I think that sitting on TV, people admiring you, doesn't make sense. So stop the TV thing. So you stop.
So my father paid my school fees.
You stop.
Well, my father paid my school fees.
Now, a woman's money is for her family, not for the marriage.
Right.
Hear it all. Any woman who has money, your money is not to take care of the marriage. It's to take care of you and your family. The man's money is what? Rose, let me ask you this question again. I think I asked you some time ago, but let me ask you once again.
Sure.
If I am your husband, and this is our home, and I have 1,200 Ghana cedis, and you, Rosalie, you have 600 Ghana cedis. When somebody asks you how much money do you have at home, what will you say?
1,000.
I have 1,200, you have 600 Ghana cedis.
1,000.
How much money do you have at home?
1,002.
How much? Say it loud.
1,002.
Why 1,002?
Because it's your money we are chopping. Who else's money?
This is sense. We are Nyansa.
But why we have 6,008? And no, we have 1,200 at home. The money is for your money.
See, we Nyansa na yedi to bet him no. Enya we di same we Nyansa yedi to bet him. I didn't to bet him. Enya say say ma. Enya say man say. But when a man decides to become a husband to a wife, don't tell me that when it comes to separation, I don't know where to go. I can't rent a place. I can't go to my father's house. I can't go and pay my bill. So for that matter, it makes me very, very difficult for me to do A, B, C, D. Rosalind, that is foolishness. Madam, hear me. Separation is legal. And when you're going through abuse, the law permits that you should be separated. If your husband doesn't have what it takes to rent for you, then the house you are living in, he needs to evacuate the place and go. Simple. So don't stay and say, mini baby ako, mini baby ako, mini baby ako, medo ama wesu, mini baby ako, me wa ama wehu, mini baby ako. Jai Jimmy enu wa baby ko. Read the messages. Okay,
so we have messages. I think we've read a bit. Evelyn says she's watching us. Isaac Senaki says, well said. Rosalind, please make my day with your non-stop laughter. Oh, I will laugh. I haven't been, I haven't been tickled yet. Okay, so once I get tickled, I'm going to laugh. This guy Blasto Dela says this. Akosia Papa B says, well said. Evelyn Chega, this man, we love you. Why? You're too much. Some people will not understand you, but we do. Giving says, hard truth. Thanks. Constance Afo, good day, counselor. I personally like you because I understand in my own way. Nothing can bring you down. The best counselor in Ghana. Margaret, that's from Margaret. Evelyn, Rosalie, you don't suffer. Evelyn, I don't suffer.
Why are you suffering?
Emmanuel, I'm watching from Saudi Arabia.
How can you carry this body and suffer?
Counselor, big up Rosalie. Constance Afo, I love this man, KK. Because you say, wow, you're too good. I always agree with you. If your Brago is laughing, Joyce Dubois is laughing.
So, Joyce Dubois is laughing. And I'm saying that laugh at the right side of your mouth, not the wrong side of your mouth. So woman watching me, today our topic was simple. How do I go through separation before I go through divorce?
Because what if the man comes to beg?
Beg. Now, part of the reason, part of the reason why we are going through separation is for us to go through postmarital counseling to see if the marriage is repairable. That's it. So we are not going through separation so that we'll leave the marriage unattended to. No. Because the fact that you have left the marriage unattended to doesn't mean there's recovery going on. Hear me. Say, be mani oba kase the oya minti mo pe be akotena ekosi time obesesa. O sesa no wako school bi e dey sesa na na. Empanyifo de dey kasa na. Be ma kwadwofo na onhwe fie no. Ayembia wa nimie mu no. Wa sesa ne suban na. Be ma na ontu ankwala fees. Bema na oye kwadwofo odidi wo fie bo mpese obeko akoye bibia no wasesa na so when we go through separation it is for us to evoke a change of total recovery in the life and in the heart of that particular young man and young woman. It's not only about women who are going for separation. There are men who also need separation because there are times that your wife can irritate you. If you don't take it, you go to someone prison because based on that, we separate you for physical abuse not to happen, Rosalie. So if you say he's coming to beg, why is he coming to beg? Have we corrected the wrong? Has he gone through phases like what Funnyface is going through? And is he remorseful? Is he changing for the better or changing for the camera? Is Funnyface changing for the better or changing for the camera? A man who say, some will start church. They will go for prayers. See at the end, and the pastor will call you and say, your husband was going under a spell, and by the grace of God, we have cut the spell out of him. So accept him back again as husband and wife. If you accept such a man, let me tell you, no abuser has ever changed. Wow. If an abuser changes, then God is not God. Abusers don't change.
But even if they should go through counseling,
they don't change. When they go through counseling, they relapse, and we keep on working on them. They don't change.
Wow.
We manage them. We tell them, we give them the things that they should not do anymore. So even when the thing comes, Rosalie, they are still capable of standing and not reacting. Controlling their anger, managing their feelings, managing their thoughts, and managing their actions as a result of the correctional progress that they went through in Abafraboni in the prison. So when somebody goes to prison, when somebody is confined in the place, it doesn't mean the person is going to change automatically. But let me tell you, look, the way I'm free to come on TV Africa every Thursday and come and express my genuine opinion in my heart, the way I'm free to go on Facebook, if immediately I do something wrong, and Rosalie, I am kept away from social media, kept away from the comfort of my home, kept away from seeing you. Immediately, whatever I did, I'll be remorseful quickly to come back so that I can sit in this couch.
Yeah, that's true.
So a policeman who is on the roadside and we assume doesn't collect money, but every time he's smiling because he's good, and people say, oh, my personal uniform. I give some police people money because of their uniform. When I see they are dressed well, I'm touched. When I meet a policeman and he's smelling good, I give. Usually, some of them neglect the uniform, but you meet some of them, so maybe when you're child and you're on the roadside, when the policeman misbehaves, one of the best correctional methods is to change him from the roadside, bring him to charge office. And he's writing charges. He will begin to become better and remorseful, so he can come back to the roadside to continue. So when people are going through separation and they are not getting treatment, when they come and beg you, don't listen. When the pastor bring them to say, madam, all that your husband was doing, he was under a spell from a particular shrine in Mogosikiko, and that we have rebuked it and it is gone. A man who is drinking and he says he has stopped. Immediately he gets angry. Hear me. He will go back again to it. Now hear this one, Rosalie. If a woman takes a man to pay for child support, is it wickedness?
No.
Is it punishment?
No.
So why do people say that you are punishing a man?
You're not, because that's his responsibility.
So when a man, hear me, men, and men won't hear me. If you are a man and you are not taking care of your children, and your wife or your baby mama takes you for child support, it is not punishment. It is a reminder of your responsibility that you have forgotten. So stop your ego. Stop your ego. Oba ni uko police station dia ya wale no. Ujimie oba ya bodo so ya wale. When you hit the woman, she should stay there and not report to the police. And then your mother is telling you that oba when you wale na bewu, oba onu sa pray the kakra no, onu uko police station. Mami, me di wanum. See the marks on your skin. Everywhere you turn your body, there's a mark that you're lying with. When they ask you what happened to this place, I don't know. I think I used my shoulder. Whilst the man whipped you, I met a young girl, Rosalie, when she removed her dress and cleaned her makeup in my office. Professional, I'm not supposed to cry. When she left my office, I was not able to drive home back again.
Wow.
I broke down. Beautiful girl like you.
Wow.
Married to a monster. Who is a pastor? A monster pastor. A monster pastor. Monster pastor. I am rhyming like DKB who has started rap. Monster pastor. Monster pastor. Monster pastor. Monster pastor. Suffer Jiminy. A pastor has impregnated this young girl. Had 3 children with a girl. Have deserted the girl and got to marry a new one because there's a demon in the girl's private part.
What?
Or suffer Jimmy for. When the obey sad now when when she demon in your Nancy, what would demon? What go why your baffle fro? Or no, I see demon you honey in the wall or Missy and family. And Colana Yaja on coming cotia. So for me niska o. Me friend should doka che me. Me niska o. Nyame adom bi, onyame adom ara kwa. Ema me ti nyame ti ase, onyame adom ati se kwa me Eugene Jimmy, enye na meka, meba ho. But onyame adom na me didi. Enti oba na wa frɛ counselor, o ka kire o se me hwɛ nkwala no. Enye se bi asori nkoso, one se covid ba ye, ofre yi mba. Enti me ti ha me kura me bre na me di. Enti oba yi be kum ni me wo nse sofo ye din wo ho. Da be na abewu. Sofo didi ana didi. Nyame nipa me didi. Enti di didi akai wo ma no. Enye se me nkai wo na bi ni ho. And I'm so jawa dear says soon fin will buy us no. So for any day higher quine as soon fin there when they ask the partner so didn't want me as I went to me soon fino. Oh Cotiano anointing you. I am pushing the girl. We will make sure that we take this young man to prison to Dopso. So that we go to family tribunal. If he's eating one kenke.
Anointing what?
If we eating kenke, we will all make sure he will divide the kenke into 3 or 4. He will eat quarter and give the 3 to the children. Oba me. Don't ever think that when you take your husband to Dopso, you have become evil. You are the most wisest woman ever created on the surface of the earth. That you want to change a foolish man to become sensible. So Rosalie, that is it.
That is it.
Any other question?
Today,
so I wrap and go.
Today we don't have a lot of questions. I think.
Thank God.
You said a lot. Those even in charge of us do take money. That's from quality husband material. Hey, Regina Techi. Good morning, counselor. Counselor Constance Apple says Veronica Boko. I don't know. That's my slow beside. Hey,
why is slow one?
What a mess for this pastor.
Abana.
Am I?
Am I? You are not can no more. Rosalie, you don't know what it means to say.
Oh, mercy, I didn't think about it.
You just remember that. Oh
my
I am
God.
sorry. I am sorry. I only asked one question. And Rosalie,
I hope Prophet Vanessa is not watching this.
No, but you forgot about the question before you answered it. You just remember that your answer is the wrong answer. Sorry, the tea has come.
Lord have mercy. Let me read the
tea has come.
I'm not going to say anything.
Because you have sexual intercourse with a girl unprotected. And every morning, she will call you and say, hi, babe. It has not come. Oh. So you send a message and go, has it come? And you are waiting for, it has come. And she still saying, it has not come. But I feel funny. I don't want to think what I'm thinking. So Rosalie, if you are feeling dull, has it come?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Let me read my messages, please.
Has it come? It will be your new name. Don't worry.
Okay, Obisi censorship, Joe's censorship, Media Watcher is watching Joe's fake pastors and qua. That's the laughter. Oh, Counselor had to let me do this. Bernice says, I love listening to your undiluted truth. Gloria is laughing. Regina Techi laughing like a killer. Madam, are you married? Ejab Burn.
Is that who is married?
I don't know.
Also, is it madam? You?
Also, Madam.
Oh, Rosalie Felly is not married, though. I am looking for a husband for Rosalie. But the challenge is the entry requirement. Because we will not waste resources on this thing sitting down. Why? If you are a cow, like by this time you are bleeding. Now do now. Now for 4. Why? I hear 4.
And yes,
Mr. Felly, you are enjoying. If you die early, I'll be shocked. Live longer. Enjoy this thing because people anyone, and Jenny. So you want to marry Rosalie Felly, please call me on 0277-609-644. I'll do the connection for you. But if you can stand the entry requirement, because one of the things you won't get in this marriage until we get all the properties changed in our name is sexual intercourse. Because you didn't say, oh, we pa. Okay.
I finished it. I'm